Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a really interesting LinkedIn post from Ephraim Anudbi. He's teasing his new book, Turning Stone to Bread, A Journey of Purpose.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, and our mission here is basically to pull out the key ideas on, handling life's challenges, sticking to your purpose, and fighting that temptation to just settle, especially when things get tough. Let's dig in.
Okay. And what's really remarkable right from the start is where this whole book idea came from. It wasn't some grand plan.
Exactly. He calls it an unexpected spark. Apparently, the whole thing came from maybe a 5-second comment during a church service.
Just 5 seconds. Wow.
Yeah, the topic was, there shall be showers of blessing. And the pastor just briefly mentioned the temptation that often comes on the way to becoming, the tiny phrase.
And that was it.
That was it. He said it just opened up this deep well of thought. It's amazing, isn't it, how something so small can trigger something so big.
It really is. It shows how profound ideas can just, well, surface from a single observation if you're open to it.
Right. And that observation led straight to the book's core metaphor.
The turning stone to bread idea.
Precisely. It's about that temptation to settle, to turn our stones into bread, specifically when we're in what he calls the wilderness of becoming. He frames it as a real test of identity, of purpose.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. What exactly are the stones and the bread here and this wilderness?
Good question. What's your take?
Well, as I see it, the stones are like the raw materials of our challenges, right? The difficult situations, maybe untapped potential, stuff that needs work, patience.
The hard stuff.
Yeah. And the bread isn't necessarily bad, but it represents the quick fix, the easier option, the compromise we make for immediate comfort, maybe, instead of doing the real work.
So it's settling for less, the convenient option over the purposeful one.
Exactly. And the wilderness of becoming, that's the journey itself, that often uncomfortable space where you're growing, being tested, trying to transform those stones properly, not just quickly bake them into unsatisfying bread.
That makes a lot of sense, like being in a tough project and choosing the easy, mediocre output over the difficult, excellent one.
Precisely that kind of scenario. And Undigby points out, while it might have specific relevance in, say, the Nigerian public service he mentions, the core message really hits home for, well, pretty much everyone trying to live with purpose and integrity.
So it's universal, that struggle against taking the easy, compromising path when things get difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about staying true when pressure mounts.
And another interesting thing is the book's structure. He mentioned that unlike his other books, which usually have like 7 chapters, this one just started. It felt complete at chapter 5. He said it was clear, sharp, and needed no extra words.
That's unusual. A kind of artistic confidence, maybe?
Seems like it. He even says he feels it's his most compelling work yet, which is a strong statement.
And that conviction likely comes from his background, too. He's not just, philosophizing.
Yeah.
Undigby is an audit senior manager.
Right, with over a decade in audit and financial consulting.
Exactly. So his day job is literally about identifying risks, checking internal controls, ensuring integrity in systems. It gives him a pretty unique lens to talk about the personal controls needed to maintain purpose and the risks of compromising identity.
That's a fantastic point. His professional life really adds weight to his insights on personal integrity and staying the course.
Definitely.
Plus, he's also a published author and speaker on things like career success, finance, leadership, even spiritual enrichment. So he blends that analytical side with, well, inspiration.
A really potent combination for tackling this subject.
So thinking about all this, what does Anugigbi's work really mean for you listening right now?
Well, I think it boils down to a pretty important question for self-reflection, doesn't it? How do you actually identify your stones, those challenges or potentials in your life? And then how do you resist that very real pull to just turn them into quick, easy bread, especially when you're in your own wilderness of becoming, when things feel tough or uncertain?
That's definitely something to chew on. What are your stones, and how are you choosing purpose over convenience on your path?